Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Red Children's Day at BAC, where the future doesn't wait, it walks the red carpet. Today, our halls are not just filled with students, but with future presidents, billionaires, engineers, lawyers, artists, fashion icons, and world changers dressed as the dreams they carry. At BAC, we know every child has a future worth celebrating, and today we're giving all those children the spotlight they deserve. The cameras are ready, the students are here, and the future has officially arrived at BAC.
Hi, Dorcas. Happy Children's Day. Can you tell us what you're dressed up as today?
I'm dressed up as a fashion designer.
What inspired the way you're dressed today?
Okay, I chose this outfit so that I can look very clean and sleek as a creative person as I am.
Ooh, therapist. What inspired you to become a therapist?
BAC taught me that the world can change through science. So what inspires me the most is using that to make people stronger than they think.
Wow.
Basically, my dressing is inspired by Mark Zuckerberg.
As a musician, what part of BAC has inspired your creativity the most?
The CDP program has given me the ability to learn a lot of different musical instruments because I've always loved music.
As a future tech innovator, what has BAC taught you that makes you feel smarter, more creative, and more confident in your ideas?
Well, I'll say BAC has taught me to think like a problem solver. And through the CDP Career Development Program, I've gained practical programming experience.
As someone who hopes to help people or change the world through science, what has BAC taught you that inspires you the most?
PhD inspired me to follow my career path, and PhD also inspired me that young people can achieve goals and they can work hard. And plus, I love saving lives, so I think it's a win-win.
What has BAC taught you about leadership and believing in yourself?
BAC has taught me that leadership is built with discipline, kindness, courage, and also learning how to work with others, not just by yourself.
What inspired you to be a cardiosurgeon?
Well, I think I was inspired to be a cardiosurgeon because I see people saving lives and giving other people hope that have heart problems, and I just want to be like them and give people hope again.
When I came to BAC, I learned a lot of things. The things I expected were there, and I really enjoyed myself.
Ooh, a musician. What inspired you to become a musician?
The CDP program, because there are a lot of teachers to teach me music.
My lord, it's good to have you here. Okay, so what has BAC taught you about leadership and believing in yourself?
BAC has taught me that being a leader is not about controlling others, but it's about having responsibility and taking care of your junior ones.
BAC has taught me that even when things are difficult, I should stay focused and be confident in my dreams. BAC taught me that growing is not just about increasing in size, it's also about learning and also being mature.
If you could invent a piece of technology to improve life at BAC, what would you create and why?
I'll create something called the second teacher that will study the strengths of every individual, whether they learn visually, intellectually, late night practice, and it will adjust in time.
Well, BAC has taught me that ideas are like sparks. So no matter how small a spark is, it can build up with knowledge, creativity, and confidence and can light up an entire nation.
If you created a movie, song, animation, or news story about BAC, what do you think?
Mine will be about friendship, growth, and development, because I've had several moments with BAC students where we laugh, we cry, we dance, and engage in several events that has just made it memorable for me in BAC. So I'll create a movie about that.
Technology is more about being innovative and creative with your ideas, to look into the world and see problems, and the ability to also look at those problems and not just complain, provide solutions to those problems.
If your future self came back to BAC one day to visit, what do you think they'll say thank you for?
I would say thank you for the never-ending pushing, and thank you for always pushing even when the codes are not working or there's an unknown bug. I'm going to say thank you for always being there and not giving up on your dreams.
Thank you very much for creating an imagination that people never forget.
Any last words to the children out there?
Be yourself, think from within, and you can be who you want to be. Happy Children's Day.
Keep going, know yourself and know your goals.
Just be yourself and just don't let age limit you to your dreams.
Happy Children's Day to young people who achieve goals.
Be confident, be disciplined, and be willing to learn.
Any last word for the camera?
Happy Children's Day!
Thank you.